Hey guys, we get a ton of questions about AR bolt carriers, right? A lot of good questions. What are they? What purpose do they serve? And more importantly, what's the difference between an M16 or a full auto bolt carrier versus a semi-auto carrier, right, Jason?
Yep, so today we're going to answer those questions with some good old AR bolt carrier 101. So an AR bolt carrier contains the necessary components for your rifle to function and ensures proper lockup when chambering a round.
Yeah, so your typical AR bolt carrier can be broken down into several parts. You have the carrier itself, which is really what we call the heart of the rifle. It's the main body that carries all those basic components to make that rifle work. We're gonna strip down these bolt carriers, or at least one of them, and we're gonna show you all the parts and what they are and talk about what they do.
Yep. So this is actually the gas key, which makes contact with the gas tube housing, transferring the gas pressure to the BCG, which pushes it back once the round is fired. The BCG then makes contact with a buffer that's inside of a spring, housed inside of the buffer tube, which forces it back into position. We'll discuss different buffer types and applications later on in another video.
So moving on here, we're talking about the parts. We've got the bolt here. The bolt houses the extractor that's actually inside the bolt. You can actually disassemble it a little bit further, but to be expedient today, we're gonna leave it in. These are the locking lugs. They're very important, right, Jace? Because that's what actually goes into that chamber and locks shut when that bolt goes back forward before we fire that round off. So that's pretty important. The end here is called the bolt tail. You have the bolt cam, which I've disassembled. You have the gas rings. Gas rings are important, right? We should always examine those and make sure they're not cracked or broken. We'll get into that a little bit more in a future video. Of course, we have the firing pin. Really important, right?
That's very important. We want it to go bang.
That's right. We want it to go bang, so we want to make sure that firing pin's in good shape as well. The firing pin is held in by the firing pin retainer pin, which goes in crossways. You saw me taking out while I was disassembling there as well.
You'll notice that the carrier body on a basic semi-auto BCG has this groove here. That's the quickest and easiest way to distinguish it from an M16 or full auto bolt carrier group, which looks like this.
So the full auto or the M16 style BCGs are popular because they're designed to hold up to a lot more wear and tear. Right. They're a lot tougher, and they work best when you're using those assisted reset type triggers because they have that extra surface area and that added weight as well. So now, something important to realize, just because it says M16 or full auto on the bolt carrier, it does not make your rifle into a machine gun. As a matter of fact,
are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my
It does not. Listen, I'm going to quote. You want me to?
Okay.
This is really cool.
Tell us what the ATF says.
The ATF. This is the direct quote from the ATF. M16 bolt carriers are not designed and intended solely and exclusively for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun and are not any combination of parts from which a machine gun can be assembled. There's more. Further, an M16 bolt carrier is not a firearm as defined in the GCA. It's not a machine gun as defined in the NFA. An M16 bolt carrier, I'm still quoting, is simply a machine gun part, and as such, it is domestic sale and possession is unregulated, not regulated under the federal firearms law. So it is not unlawful, it is not illegal to utilize an M16 machine gun bolt carrier in a semi-automatic AR-15 type rifle, unquote. And I will go further to say that there are a lot of rifles out there right off the shelf, I'm talking semi-automatic rifles, that automatically come with an M16 or a full auto bolt carrier group. And this is one of them, the Andro Bravo, is one example that comes with that, I call it upgraded BCG.
Right. So you can rest assured that a full auto or M16 bolt carrier group doesn't make your rifle into a machine gun, unfortunately. They're unregulated and can be changed out by you at any time very easily without any additional paperwork or concern.
That's right, guys. So I know it's been short and sweet. We've hoped this answered your questions or some of your questions and addressed any concerns that you may have had about switching out your bolt carriers from semi-automatic to an M16 or a full auto type bolt carrier. I know, Jace, I learn a little bit more every time we research and put together one of these videos. We hope you guys learn a little bit too.
That's right. So thanks for watching, and make sure you hit all those important buttons and help our 2A algorithm.
Yeah, really important. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and be safe out there while you're enjoying your Second Amendment rights.